All right, this is the lightning round. 2 categories. Each category contains 10 related questions. Whoever wins the toss-up will have the chance to select a category, and then you'll have 2 minutes to answer all the questions. They're open-ended, worth 5 points. You may discuss them as a team, and the captain gives me the answers. If you want to, you can interrupt me and tell me to pass, and I'll pass, but I can't come back, and I'll read the next question as soon as you answer the last one. Everyone should grab a buzzer. Toss-up question is, ready? It is a health and safety related question. Butter, fried foods, and rich desserts. Harrison?
They're high in fat.
They are high in what nutrient? Fat. That is correct. Okay, so guys, you have 2 categories to choose from, and they are, I'm just making sure we got this right. Okay. They are the Cable News Network, questions about television and media, and the Journal Constitution, questions about citizenship and history.
Journal Constitution.
Okay. And since we're in Atlanta, that would be the Atlanta Journal Constitution. All right. One of our judges. All righty. So, set the clock for 2 minutes. Tell me if you want me to pass, and I'll read the next question as soon as you answer the last one. You guys ready? Okay, here we go. Again, Constitution. Name the 2 ways one can become a U.S. citizen.
Naturalization or born in the United States.
Which elected official is the presiding officer of the Senate?
Vice President.
The right of the government to take privately held real estate for the use for the public good is called?
Eminent domain.
As President of the Second Continental Congress, who was the first to sign the Declaration of Independence?
John Hancock.
Which amendment to the Constitution gave 18-year-olds the right to vote?
26th.
A more informal court where you may sue for a smaller amount of money and you don't need a lawyer.
Small Claims Court.
After each census, seats in the U.S. House of Representatives are reassigned to reflect population changes. What is this called?
Reapportionment.
For how long does a Supreme Court justice serve?
For life or until retirement.
On U.S. money, what does e pluribus unum mean?
Of the many one.
In addition to registering online, give me 1 place where you can register for the Selective Service.
When you register to vote.
Okay, very good. Thank you, guys. You had 30 seconds left on the clock. So while the judges are going over the score sheet, let's go down the answers. The 2 ways you can become a U.S. citizen? Born in the country and naturalization, that is correct. Who is the elected official presiding officer of the U.S. Senate right now? Joe Biden, the Vice President of the United States, that is correct. The right of the government to take privately held real estate for use for the public good is called? Eminent domain. As President of the Second Continental Congress, he was the first to sign the Declaration of Independence. John Hancock, which is why we have that expression. Put your John Hancock here. Which amendment to the Constitution gave 18-year-olds the right to vote? 26, that is correct. A more informal court where you may sue for smaller amounts of money and don't need a lawyer? Small Claims Court, that is correct. After each census, seats in the U.S. House of Representatives are reassigned to reflect the population change. This is called reapportionment. For how long does a Supreme Court justice serve? For life, or until the justice resigns, or until the justice is impeached, or they have to leave the bench if they die. So those are the 4 reasons. Although we're not sure in a few cases right now, but okay. So I didn't mean that. This is being recorded. All right. On U.S. money, what does e pluribus unum mean? Out of many, or one out of many. And in addition to registering online, 1 place where you can register for the Selective Service? And a U.S. post office, and while you're there, buy some forever stamps, and a U.S. embassy or a U.S. consulate. So there you go. We'll see how the team did.
We are pleased to announce for Florida a total of 45 points. Congratulations.
Way to go, Florida. Okay, so for Rhode Island, you are doing the cable news network. And that is questions about television and the media. 2 minutes on the clock. Jack, you ready? Okay, here we go. Which federal agency regulates interstate and international communications by radio, TV, and cable?
The FCC.
Broadcast television stations in the U.S. are required to air children's programming for this minimum number of hours per week. If you are not sure if your television set contains the V chip, where can you find this information?
The owner's guide.
Most televisions use binary code as reception. This type of television is called?
Binary television.
Name one main category of television programming that is not rated using the TV parental guidelines.
Commercials.
A deaf person might watch television using written transcripts of the characters, lines, and
Closed captioning.
Okay. Your digital TV has a VGA display mode. What does that stand for, VGA?
Pass.
HD TV broadcasts are aired in which television aspect ratio?
16:9.
Usually, complaints against your cable company should be filed at what level of government?
State.
What is a correlation between family income and the number of hours young children spend watching TV?
Less income, more TV.
All right, very good. Thank you. So let's go over these together. Which federal agency regulates interstate and international communications by radio, television, and cable? FCC. In our room yesterday, that was the default agency. If you didn't know what government agency, everybody said the FCC. They only regulate certain things. Broadcast television stations in the U.S., how much children's programming are they required to broadcast each week? It's a pathetic 3 hours. 3 hours a week is all that's required. If you are not sure if your TV contains the V chip, where could you find this information? On the packaging and the menu. You could probably get it in the owner's guide. I'm assuming it would be there. Most TVs use binary code as reception. What's that called? A digital television. That's correct, or DTV, using O's and 1s. Name one category of television program that is not rated using television parental guides. Sports, right? News, shows on premium channels. A deaf person might watch television using written transcripts of the characters, lines, and relevant sounds. This is closed captioning. What's the VGA display mode if your digital TV's on the VGA display? Who said that? Very good. Video graphics array. HD TV broadcasts are aired in which TV aspect ratio? 16:9 or widescreen. The old days it was 4:3. Usually, complaints against your cable company should be filed at what level of government? Local, because most local governments are the ones that regulate the cable companies. And what is a correlation between family income and the number of hours young kids spend watching TV? Children in lower income families tend to watch more TV. Children in higher income families tend to watch less TV. We'll get to the judges in a minute. We'll find out how we did on this one.